All right, Puneet, thank you so much for bringing us those details. 4 on 4 is what he is rating the auto sales number in September. Let's take that up with Ashwin Patil, who is the head of research at LKP Securities, joining us now. Ashwin, hi. Good afternoon to you. What Puneet was indicating is that the 4 numbers that have already come out are kind of showing that strength that has been seen probably in the last week of September with GST 2.0 kicking in. And passenger vehicle sales is something that has been on a stronger foot in September. Your first reading with regards to all the numbers that have come out so far?
Actually, only 4 companies have come out. 4 to 5 companies have come out with the numbers. We are awaiting numbers from many big companies yet. Prima facie, looking at these numbers, those who have come out, they are fantastic numbers posted by Mahindra and Mahindra, Escorts, even VST Tillers, a small company which is manufacturing tillers and tractors. Even they have reported kind of 50% kind of growth. Even Mahindra on the tractor side, Mahindra, Escorts and VST, all the three have posted 50% kind of growth on a YY basis. Because the tractor GST rate has come down from 12% to about 5%, and the monsoons were quite good. They were above normal. The monsoon have the actual formal or the official monsoon period has just ended yesterday, and we believe that the numbers are above normal. And the reservoir levels are also quite full, and the kharif output is expected to be very good. So overall, I mean, there is a zeal in the tractor segment, and we continue this. We expect to continue this kind of growth in the coming months, also the festive season, and because of this level, I think the rabi crops also should be good. So all the tractor makers are in a very sweet spot at this point in time. And talking about the commercial vehicle segment of Mahindra and Mahindra, that has also performed really very well. Though the SUV segment, most of their Mahindra's portfolio lies in the above segment where the GST reform has not actually impacted. So Mahindra has reported about 10% kind of growth on the SUV side, which is quite moderate as such, we believe. Speaking on the commercial vehicles and the tractors performance, Mahindra has actually excelled. Then talking about Bajaj Auto, I think the domestic growth has been not that very positive as it was expected because of the GST cut and all. But considering that Bajaj is primarily a company which is operating in the premium segment, the GST reforms may have not impacted that much for Bajaj, but we are awaiting Hero's numbers, whose majority sales comes from the mass segment. And over there, the GST impact will be quite strong, I guess. So, nevertheless, like Bajaj's exports have actually fantastically performed as usual. We have seen them like performing very well over the past few months at least. And on the three-wheeler exports also, the company has performed really very well. So actually the lever that Bajaj Auto's numbers have got are from the exports, that we would say.
Ashwin, afternoon, Hiral on this side. Bajaj Auto that you mentioned as well, it's going to be exports that will be driving the company's numbers. But one of the interesting aspects that we pick up on a Bajaj Auto is the way the EPS has performed on a Bajaj Auto. That's, I think, the only company in the two-wheeler space or in the auto space which has seen a downgrade on its EPS lately. Any reasons for that you can pick up? And secondly, do you see a turnaround on that aspect?
EPS downgrades, definitely. I mean, it is happening because of the volume competition that the company is seeing in the domestic markets. And the companies like TVS, if you see Hero also, they are actually performing well now. But the real competition is coming from TVS, who is gaining a lot of market share from them. And also on the EV front, Bajaj, Chetak is number 1 or number 2. There's stiff competition over there from the likes of Ola and TVS over there. So also on the margins front, we believe that the margins will be quite flattish at these levels at 20%, and the extra lever which we believe that were from the exports is already in the price, I guess. and three-wheeler growth is also quite expected on the expected lines. So I guess the next kicker which Bajaj Auto should get from the domestic market share wins. And after that happens, we can see again EPS upgrade. But at this point in time, we believe that there's a lot of competition for Bajaj, especially in the executive segment where they are quite strong. So also in the premium segment, there is a lot of competition coming up from the likes of somewhere like Hero and TVS, etc., and Harley Davidson, etc. But we believe that the main reason for Bajaj is the degrowth or the small or the modest growth, I would say, in the domestic front.
So Ashwin, with everything said and done, the way September numbers have panned out so far, the commentary that we've heard from multiple managements after the GST and the anticipation of Diwali as well from here on, if you have to advise investors, which would that one stock be that you would put your bets on?
Yeah, actually the two-wheeler sector is actually performing really very well. So I guess Hero or TVS can be the two stocks which can definitely be my top picks for the Diwali or the festive season coming up.
Interesting. TVS Motors and Hero Moto, two top picks coming in from Ashwin Patil as a Diwali gift to all the investors as well. Thank you so much for joining us on the show and sharing your views. We'll quickly slip into a short break.